Ni katule tari dunsin chuni yul. Damra dugi Kesa Gakab the misilu cha Shura Shugumare Cha Shui Kaplu Tesum Meba Chashu Madu Mati Nyanka Kadiji Teru, Go Kadiji Jeru, Gen Sata Ji Chata Yuru, Wudu Tanchini Mel. Nachera Gakab the Missy Luchadi Ben Damsi Pansu Tusho Meba, Chera Soe Lu Tanchupe Cha Shura Shugo Tusho Wachin Le Bomsang Cheragi Shuma Ging Badibe. Nachera want you Judingi Gapsu Zumbera. Tru Tudive Cha Shusubachin. Chugi Pen Tobachin. My father would always tell me, serve your country and our people. There is no greater calling in life. There is no better purpose. You must be willing to sacrifice everything. No matter where the journey takes you, you must show clarity, resolve, determination. Never give up. Never lose hope. This is non-negotiable. Never ever fail. Serve your country and peoples. Nibamdi. Gyakab ki rawa the sungchobdi. Namme samet sachinil. Danze tabgo. Tida tango. Sem payamasho. Papa chere tab madu dungtere kyong. Tab madu su chungu imbese ko maja. Shuma ani tab madu chungu lakasu bom te dibe nyanka kyong. Segu chungu chira temajubobe chashuose. Gyakab gi rawaranze de sungchubdi gonle gondu pewberazose. My father always reminded me that we must do everything to protect, enhance, and strengthen our security and sovereignty. He would say, don't even let a tiny crack appear, because these small problems one day turn out to be very dangerous. So always be vigilant. Sumam di shabgi suniyul. Kaisa Je Khenpo, Zhung Dratshang, Paba Gyönde, Ngachara Chöde Khasulu, Kade Dada, Japchu Lejimbe Pugos. Ngachara Du Gyakab Semidi, Sangi ki temba ki peyuli, Ugi Guru Rumbuchi da Ngawanam ki temba lu Kyun Pashi Temachu, Nyensung Bedibe, Danze Tabdibe, Chachi Shudibe, Shuma Maung Misisulu, Tariwa Tab Zodibe, Titu Supe Bese. Ngache Du se Lapsumidira, Ngachere Nanagi Ishisembadi, Ani Temba di Yinse. So my father would say, always serve the Je Khenpo, our Zhung Dratshang, and our different chedes, nangbigi chedesu. He would tell me that this forms the very fabric of who we are. This holds us together. This gives us the identity that we value. He said, remember that our temba is the soul of Bhutan. Then Jibadi, ngachira dugi ngotadi danze tapse. Ngachira du gyakab chungkulakani. Chimza gyakab jiwaji bombe. Zamling na lumi mambe. Terbum ge da gugi pana hubegale ngachira milope bum dun lama la chiligi demisube. Jamso bulu tama timnigi nyanka yuse. Du atara dub se lapsupe jago. Pshigi da rangimi yob chisupe jago. Ran dubi so the ngoshi pe ten supe zose. Shabki atara anisumil. That our identity is very precious. We live in a planet with 8 to 9 billion people. And these numbers are constantly expanding. There's so few of us. He told me that we must always remain recognizable, identifiable. But above all, my father would say that our people must treasure this identity. Our people are the true custodians of this identity. Lakpardu ngara yapki suni ngachera mise dinandini le ngachera alu pususugi dubigi lamlususulu zedung kyagose pango 가디치 카체가 하고고 차치디 맞저를 미시기를 주고세 디 중기 차라메 순이율 된 된생아바디 마라 남라 베루 얍차슈 종가 키지 유고 카소스스나라 바 샵기 라가 견데 종지 내 자체다 총칼레파 베루 침삽지 접서 지버진 샵기 아따르수 침기 조케수 단지 탑마레스 마저르 두비 루스르 쪼된 거세 내 자체르수 냠수치 주고베 다마 맵태옹세 리더셈지 라더룸 마 호카나기 장추르 베루 와 장토토 베자스 년숭 베스 된 유고날레 파기 카주 땀제땀 람루 도 마두세 알루수기 셰프 조세 소이 릭파 더 조릭 라속파기 마체랑 모타수 Danzin tabra tabse. So during our travels, there's not a moment when my father isn't worried about the forest, our rivers, biodiversity, even down to dzongs and temples and nes. He wanted to ensure that they were always well preserved, well maintained, and remain protected. Then Tubadi, Shabki Suniyul, Ngachira du Gyakab Gitopshukti, Chitunis. Our greatest strength is our unities. Gyakab laluchina zumbe, mira dimasu, pada su roda ngachese, papa chere ja, chichilu sechap, dachamchi chile member nanalera, katan, ngolo, bejachaje nyesisibe, tebe dudobachin, shabisuni, ao ngaji gyakab chungulakai, roda dandabe bemisu, jutop mitop, roten sumi ngachi tumisube. Ka chishura ngachira chimchi nagi sasa sumbe. Gyakapchi, michi, namra beru laptub dube, la beshe bachin, kage lake misu. Ngachira gyakapta madyu kadichi bomse guru, se chu. Migil kachi tendub guru drupsu, suniyul. If we remain united, there is nothing that we can overcome. Dani, shabki sumdi ngara tu atara semka jadol. Then tunsin dumbadi shabki sunil. Nyam gawiki nyankas. La lejim be jodos noi panara. Miki semki lanshui se. Yamiteni chu se. Tanti shui se. Ka jambi se. La mabewa liu se. Mito jenka tawe. Genku mabableten tu shon se. Digi nyanka mache dunankilu kesa shumachu labi kablu ani rib gimgomare se. So in other words, what my father was always warning us was that complacency sets in very quickly. We fall victim to distractions. We lose focus. We take things for granted. And that's when we neglect our fundamental responsibilities. Lochi shabki tisuni. Nyam gawiki nyanka bomsho dera senpai shui mare. Mi lanshu te mare. Khajanti be liube tama name same kingen bomtyon. Rib gims. Tunsin Gyabadi, Shabki Suniyul. Do Gyakab di Dindi Gobachin, Misera Dindi goes. For a strong Bhutan, we need strong people. The Aniliten di Bengachera Misisu. Nyamnyong lejim be top zose. Cho yuntilu zo tense. Machera misera kade tada dindi zogose. Misi dindi yubachin, misi ki dobde, misi ki genba, misi ki chashu. Chala kachira zeguru. Machera misi chida ni membe, chida bumbe. Chika la begalen. Machera gyakabdi ya tu daya chese. Misi dindi zose. Anira sumbil. Even when I was young, my father would say, read, Kesa, read. It's so important to read. Whenever you have free time, invest that time in readings. Kesa, one day, no matter what problem you might face, just know that there have been others before you who've lived through, who've taken the same journey, who's confronted with the same dilemmas. Know that they have that added wisdom. Know that they have the experience to share. If you want to solve problems, somebody has already solved it. But you have to be willing to invest that time. You have to be inquisitive enough and make the effort to learn. All that wisdom is contained in the pages of a book. So, Kesa, you must read. Dani peshal habni, yunti dubni. kitab hani di name same keche se ngachara misi dindi zogo chore dindi thego se ani suni yul tenzin gubadi shabgi suni yul alu langsho matan se alu su namra beru lejim da sobgi pana yo chisu pezo se di cha se te kha chishu dera alu su kadi samshigo se. My father would always say, don't spoil children. Teach them good values. Discipline is very important. And above all, his emphasis, as I recollect, was always on young children never to take anything for granted. He said, appreciation is a very good virtue to possess. Tenzin chudamdi, gyakabgi mingtamdi, tsacheni. The reputation of a country is sacrosanct. Shabgisuni gyakabgi mingtamdi kachizume tyong. Tama du gyakabgi mingtamdi ngachi kyasa chikebe. Chigi migi ngachi lutaudadi. Awani drupsu yami, drupsu shoplabi, drup aukui, drup shungmi. Lo madiu chao mese ngachi lo te machuba jinse. Shabgisuni debe ochinti kyasa bombere kyedase. Namra beru du gyakab sodalo. Gyakab chungu lagachile mirura. Gyakab bomsugi. Ngachilo lo te chupe zose. Drup semisu kadibi so wachin drup sem satang to yu. Drup bejale. Drup genku babi. Drup khatang. Dani zumbe lapsupe zogo ose. My father would always say that the reputation of a country should be built, it should be earned, it should be nurtured, it should be reinforced. He said, don't ever rely on legacy. So, Kaisa, during your time, make sure that Bhutan is always seen, understood, and respected as a dependable, as a righteous, truthful, and an honest country in the world. That we are above all trustworthy. Tenzin chuchi di jabgi suniyul. Chandin chengi pinsum sobi mide se tebe nego bachin. Zhungchungi lamlu da timgi lamlu dira name same lejimbe go se. Ngachira choine tangdi tab deto to, gato to, kara chamto to, lo techu pe jago bachin, zhungchong ki lamlu, the tim ki lamlu di anira lejim be go se. My father would tell me, for a just and harmonious society, you have to have a good system. And even more important, you must have very good laws. Anidi ngara atara semkatendibe labil. Tanjulu ngara yabgi sunsumi tekale. ka cheshu chi densun chuni badil. Shabgi suniyul. Kesa hema jotube sen dari jomitu mena. Dari jotube sen shuma jomitu. Che jera maso. Gyakab ki labe udalu lam chishego. Kachi benna. Nam benna. Gadebet benna. Anisu rangi bera le shimbe. Yopchidibe. Damkachap taas. So he used to always tell me, and I believe this is by far one of the most profound advice that I've ever received. He said, Kesa, why do you think human beings have come this far? Why have humans been so competent, so resilient? He said, it's because human beings know how to evolve and adapt. And he said, take this lesson from Mother Nature. If our country is to remain strong and dynamic, well protected, if our collective vision is to build an even more prosperous Bhutan, we must learn how to constantly evolve, adapt, reinvent ourselves. Be agile. Anidi ngaragi jeudaben shabgi totosunche pana ngalu sure susuchu bitekale ta cheshuchi ani jeumel. Da jutanjulu ngachira papa chere misisugi nosum tandong da lochugu girilu dugi jibagi dugi akhabgi chala sulu zibda tuga kachinamdo onga tusam kadebe jedo onga ani jumadugi hama ngara khatule dungta chilabgel dugi jiba tu chage bombere jedim te chage kajibe majibal zamlingi netang judube jodalu katira jeru name same nyankadul tab madyu thendesa cha phakachap zip suka pose labdu zumbe ngachire du gyakhape thepchire rip gimgobe demtyonggobe chage langobdul dugi jiba tu chage bombere jedin indere beru ngaragi jail shabgi shele sunse ngaragi koil shabname same tu ngerand bejuil. My father's very proud of our people. He's particularly proud of our younger generation. The enthusiasm, the dynamism, the selflessness, the desire to make a difference, how deeply we care for each other, and even more, how much we care for our country. He sees how proud we are to call ourselves Bhutanese. He understands that we are willing to do everything to serve Bhutan, to protect Bhutan, to build Bhutan. Shabgi zibala, kembala. Ngachira misegi debada megi. Ngachira misegi damsi. Ngachira misegi gadichi lasa namdagi tole cha shuchope yoga Kawatape shabgi kensa. Zidol. Ani bendigi shabgi atara summe. Tab madyu di thiong. Nyangka di du. Zegope lasha thomme. Deboda. Ngajara misigi gen basube. Ngajara du gyakhablu cha shusube. The future is bright. Maungpa di lejim joni me me. Namisame lo de ngerai se sunil. Dani di ngara kokabzundibe chelu labgubesi noderedil. Da papachere ngara no somtamel. Shin piduchil. Ane be tantang tabe ja chichi bombe pojawe. Dani shin di dondakajinas. When you see a tree, what is the purpose of that tree? Hani shin di bomtegale metochi shanidu metokale doma di sakapu. Tebutas aniliten Sundi masanalu tim bebeujin da anale shin pidu chutam chuku chaumal. Shin chutam di bojabi galen dilitin shin jaji bojabmal. Shin jadinale shin chichi chile bumbe. One single tree. Flowers, fruits, and then offers that seed to Mother Nature. And through that existence, you see those seeds germinate. And very quickly, you see 10 trees. And those 10 help produce 100, and then 1,000. And then 10,000, and then 100,000. The ngaragi ane vijeuda machira na dugia khabnalu geo komgi tumen machira tinji pamigi kupse wata chechong sumasugi jabzi de beshimda nate khachodalu Dichuchele zimchunalu namlong apchunga nga ki tuchindina maungyenji chengi gepchi tunul. The tigi chala le tendibe ngachara gekhab di dindi thesil. Tigi tawale ngachara gekhab ki lam hi sangsabe zonail. The ani jimisingi wanchu di Shin chi zumbe jaumel. Therefore, the shin chi le, chutam le, jachi, jale, tile bumbe boda. Ngachekara shin chi ki sunil. We are all from the same stock. We share the same responsibility. We are on the same journey into the future. We have a common purpose. And that foundation has been laid, that seed has been sowed by none other than Jimmy Singh Wachu. So on this very special occasion, we would like to repledge our loyalty, our service, our devotion. And we would like to assure Jimmy Singh Wachu that we will not falter nor fail. We will do him proud. We will honor his legacy. We will make sure that our Ugi Guru Rinpoche and Ngawanamgi's Temba will withstand the test of time, will flourish. And Bhutan will always remain to be a special country. The Marakatule Tari Kokapna Beshim, the Name Same Karichel, the Dugeshiba Tari Gono Dinju Jepmel, Madibitendi Zumbe, Labab Duchekalu, Katu Jape, the Nachera Misiki, Semkalu, the Nawakawachin, Maratsibi Lubil, Shutail. Dugeshiba Gono Jachi Jepda, Toral Habab Duchimbala. The Mara Tariki Nimdalu, Missy the Chica Laptube Tibe, Belum di Toro Tari Zumbera, Dugeshiba Gono Jachi Jepda, Tari Zumbera, Habab Duchekalu Katuchap, Tari Zumbera, Nachera Gelun Bansum, Tamsi Pansuk, Laptube. Gatin tendisu, Gerab na super at Sisung Shuge, Tari Tashi Melompul, Karichel.